Try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
When the Golden Globe Awards are handed out tomorrow night, last year's host will be back.
Your name sounds like something Adam Sandler would say. Timothy Chalamet.
It's a pretty good bet. Nikki Glaser will take aim at the star again as he vies for the lead actor prize for Marty Supreme. But she admits the hosting gig is tricky.
You have to be very delicate about making jokes that aren't going to ruin anyone's night, but you also want to give the people at home something to laugh at, and you want to poke fun at the people that they're dying for you to make fun of.
Glaser tells us she nixed the idea of reaching out to revered celebs ahead of time.
Other ask for surf later at the after party when they're drunk.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
I'm here and I'm ready. Tomorrow night on CBS, they'll be streamed on Paramount+. The deadline for the WNBA and its players union to reach a new collective bargaining agreement came and went at midnight. The two sides are far apart on a salary cap and a revenue sharing system. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
Everyone deserves access to quality health. But for half the world's population, essential health services are out of reach. At AmeriCares, we know access to quality health saves and improves lives. With good health, people can attend school, be productive at work, care for their families, and contribute to strong communities. That's why we envision pathways to health and opportunity for all. We care. It's our call to action. It's in our history. It's in our name. AmeriCares. AmeriCares about disaster survivors, about free medical aid, what doctors need, our communities, our neighbors, our families. AmeriCares about good health for a better world. Learn more at americares.org/goodhealth. Together, we can build pathways to health. americares.org/goodhealth. Join us.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 107.1.
Hey, good morning. Welcome, everybody. It is the Rockin' Home Show on a Saturday morning right here in KTSA land and, of course, on Facebook Live. Thank you guys for joining us out there on Facebook Live. We appreciate that immensely and just love spending this time with you each and every single Saturday, almost. We were off for a couple of weeks during the holidays, and we hope that you had phenomenal time with your family and your friends, and spent some good together time during the holidays. That's what it's all about, after all, and hopefully you did that. Good morning, Mike. How you doing, bud?
Outstanding. So happy to be back on the air.
I'm afraid there's a different mic on than what you're using, it sounds like. Just so happy to be back, off for a couple of weeks, so it's our first time to be able to say to you, our listeners, Happy New Year. We wish you a Happy New Year. It's our first time to be able to say that. I was going to make a joke coming on, but it's just too corny to make, but I was going to say, well, we haven't seen anybody since last year. Seems like a year. And it has been. Technically, since last year.
Can you hear me now?
I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're all good. Excellent. Thank you. Mike, how you been, man? How's the brand new year treating you?
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Enjoying family and business and everything going on. Couldn't be better.
I love hearing that. Great show in store for you today. We're going to be, of course, taking your phone calls at 210-599-5555. All about your home improvement questions and real estate questions. We want to talk to you about that this morning. We're going to be talking about some home remodeling trends for 2026. That's going to be another one. And, of course, all kinds of news in the news. We're going to stay away from most of that. But one of the things that has been in the news over the last few weeks has been some of the changes that the Trump administration has been making in housing reform. And,
Thank God.
Yeah, it really. That's, wherever you lie on things, there are some things happening with that are going to be welcome for so many people.
Yes.
And we'll discuss that in depth. I'm going to let Mike give his take on it, and certainly he is probably more studied in it than I am. Also want to tell you more progress being made on the new podcast. Met with my new producer on that this past week. All the equipment. Oh, it's going to be so cool. It's going to be so much fun. We've got all the equipment coming in over the next week, getting the studio built out. Started working on that last week. I'm taking the week off. Debbie has been working double time on business stuff and all kinds of family stuff. Anyway, it was time to get out of town and take a little break. So we headed down south, and that's where we are for the next week. So that's why you don't see the banner in the background here. I didn't want to travel with the banner.
Understood. We got the banner behind me.
But I'll tell you this: when you check a box, like I carry all my broadcast equipment in, the tie line and the microphones and the headphones and all the stuff to do this broadcast from somewhere other than in the studio. If you check that bag, it will be gone through.
100%. Yes, and rightfully so, because they don't know what that is. That's not a normal everyday carry-on or check-in.
It is not, and I've had to explain that to so many people, so many different places whenever I've traveled with it. But this time, instead of taking it as carry-on, which I normally do, I checked it. And I opened it this morning to set everything up for the show. And I opened the box, and I just said to myself, what in the heck is going on here? They just threw it all back in the box. They didn't put it back the way it was. They didn't organize it. It was just jumbled wires.
You gotta expect that, though. They wouldn't even know how to put it back.
I guess, but I was just happy this morning whenever I plugged it in that it worked, because I was not sure it was going to. And but anyway, so note to everybody out there who does any traveling, especially out of the country whatsoever, if you're carrying electronics like that are not easily identifiable, just put them on the plane. Check them. Don't check them.
Same problem. I went to Mississippi. We were playing golf and fishing, and I checked the bag in, and it literally took me an hour to put it back together.
And that's just, I mean, I get why they have to do it. And
it's scary. It's a scary looking thing.
The first time I brought it into Belize, this was I took it through the metal detector, the X-ray machine at Belize Airport to take the puddle jumper over to Ambergris Key, and it ran through, and these guys got this really puzzled look on their face, and they said, "What's this?" And I said, "Well, it's broadcasting equipment. I do a radio show, and it allows me to get on the internet and do the radio show, from anywhere I'm at." And they said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." And I don't think they believed me until I whipped out a business card and showed them the logo for the show and everything.
Right.
But anyway, that's the interesting and fun things about traveling with broadcasting equipment. So just to be aware.
Yeah, I actually took it to Europe one time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, did they have a lot of questions for you?
Not on the way there.
Oh, on the way back?
Way back from Ireland.
Oh, really?
Their security there is so tight.
Oh, they got good security.
And it needs to be.
They do. They have good security in Ireland. That's for sure.
Yes.
The only place I've ever taken it out of country is here, is to Belize. But I've taken it on planes other places that I've gone in the United States. Never been a problem because, again, most of the time I check it. I don't check it. I carry it on. And so unless I'm physically going through and opening it myself to show them what it is, nobody else messes with it.
Exactly.
But this time,
that's the only way it can be done.
Yeah, but this time I thought, oh, it'll be fine. I'll just check it, and it was fine. Everything works great, clearly. But wow, just really and truly, they they put it in just like willy nilly.
Yeah.
It's
well,
kind of
tell me about your Christmas and New Year's. Was it enjoyable?
You know what? It was. It was fantastic. We stayed at home. We didn't go anywhere. New Year's Eve, we had all the family in for Christmas. All the kids, all the grandkids, with the exception of one, and we all got together at the house and had a phenomenal Christmas. No arguing, no fighting, no fussing, just great family time. It was fantastic.
And
then,
isn't it spectacular with little grandchildren?
It is, and I love my grandchildren. But one of the things that you don't think about when you get older, that's also really nice, is the relationship you develop with your adult children.
Oh yes.
And somebody said that the other day because many of our kids work in the business with us. In fact, 3 out of 5 work in the business with us. And so we, they said, well, what's it like, hanging out with your adult son? And I said, it's fantastic. We were out golfing together, and I said, it's amazing because we can have adult conversations. We share very similar interests. Yes, we can have an adult drink together once in a while. And it's just, it's amazing to see it develop as an adult. And I love that.
The greatest blessing I think I have in my life is my best friends are my wife, my children, and then you. And I mean, it just is. It's a blessing. It's all a beautiful circle.
It is a pretty cool thing. And the grandkids, well, what do you say about grandkids? They're a joy. We said goodbye to them before we flew out yesterday, and we went by the house to see them before we left town, and the joy that it gives me when they come running out of the house screaming and yelling Poppy and Mimi. I mean, there's no feeling like that in the world. I wouldn't trade that for anything.
And
but anyway,
by the way,
that doesn't happen with every grandparent.
I don't know that it's earned, but it sure is a blessing. And I am really, really blessed to have them in my life. And I know Debbie feels the same way. Hey, we got to take.
We have two of the same names. We have Brody.
I know we have Brodies. We both have Brodies.
Both of us have a Brody.
And they're not too far apart in age either.
No.
I mean, your Brody's a little younger, but not much.
Yeah,
he was 2 in November. Yours was 2 in
and Brody's 3. My Brody's 3.
Yes.
Yeah, but pretty close. Hey, listen, we got to take a break. When we get back, we've got to pay some bills. Got to do that. When we get back, we're going to take your calls, 210-599-5555, 210-599-5555. By the way, Mike, I'm glad I have a voice today because for the last week and a half, I've been dealing with coughing and sinus gunk and all that. This is the first time I've sounded like myself in a week. So I'm very happy.
I never would have known.
God was looking out for me for the radio show. I'm guessing that's either that or this nice air down here is doing it for me.
God is good.
Either way, yes, indeed, God is good. Let's talk about Apple Pest Control. You don't have to wait until you have termites to have termite treatment. Preventative treatments are very important, and I encourage you to call my friends at Apple Pest Control for that. I know that wintertime is here, and I know that although we've had some very, very unseasonably warm days, cold weather is here. It is going to do what cold weather does, and one of those things is sometimes drive the pests that you don't want in your house into your house to get warm. And if that happens, and you have any kind of a rodent, squirrels or mice and rats, anything like that in your house, Apple can take care of that for you. and they'll be happy to come out and give you an assessment of areas that you might need to address where little critters can get in and out of your house. They can take a look and give you an assessment on that as well. The bottom line is Apple Pest Control has been my pest control company forever, it seems like. And there's a reason why, because they are so phenomenal at what they do. In fact, they're so good that other pest control companies will call Stan Goodson and get his advice on things. So please give my friends at Apple Pest Control a call. They've been doing this since 1984. They've been my pest control company for 16, 18 years. And I hope that you'll make them your pest control company. If you're a first-time customer, mention my name, and you will get $25 off your first treatment at Apple Pest Control. 210-695-8946. Online at applepestcontrol.com.
Eczema flaring up again. We have good news. Exoderm. If you or someone you love suffers from eczema or dermatitis, get Exoderm, the common sense answer for eczema. This stuff really does work. Exoderm contains the #1 doctor-recommended ingredient in a clean hypoallergenic cream with no harsh additives. Take back control of your eczema with affordable, fast-acting Exoderm Flare Control Cream. Exoderm. It's in the first aid aisle of your local Walmart, H-E-B, and other fine stores.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know, our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Hi, this is Bob Webster from my friends at Wild Birds Unlimited. I love talking about Wild Birds Unlimited because I'm an outdoor guy. I love not just bird watching, but I love having a beautiful yard. Wild Birds Unlimited is more than just a bird store. Yes,
I'm sorry, you're not able to what now?
Equipment, the best feeders, most with a lifetime guarantee, hummingbird feeder.
I'm not able to sign into my computer.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've been working hard, and usually with the bump music, I'm able to access it through the wide orbit. Anyways, like I'm able to access it, but for whatever reason, this music's not importing, and so.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I've been trying to do the last.
So can you pull up any music?
I can pull up any, but it just won't be. I can't do it off the laptop, obviously.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what the songs were, and then you can just pull them up. So pull up Seether Remedy.
I don't know if we have it in the library.
If you have anything that's upbeat and hard rock, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been trying to figure it out.
Okay. Don't forget to put the feedback in my ears.
Pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Everyone deserves access to quality health, but for half the world's population, essential health services are out of reach. At AmeriCares, we know access to quality health saves and improves lives. With good health, people can attend school, be productive at work, care for their families, and contribute to strong communities. That's why we envision pathways to health and opportunity for all. We care. It's our call to action. It's in our history. It's in our name. AmeriCares. AmeriCares about disaster survivors, about free medical aid, what doctors need, our communities, our neighbors, our families. AmeriCares about good health for a better world. Learn more at americares.org/goodhealth. Together, we can build pathways to health. americares.org/goodhealth. Join us.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show. on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Okay, so today, Mike, we get surprise music.
That's always a good
I don't
thing.
know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to be. It's just surprise bumper music. So that's a good choice, Edwin. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. So happy to have you guys along on the Rockin' Home Show. It's our Saturday morning chat fest on all things home improvement and real estate. Mike Hermes is right over there. I'm Martin Bamba, and of course you're a very important part of the show because it's your calls and your questions that kind of drive us. The number is 210-599-5555. Mike, you asked me about my holidays. How were your holidays?
Just absolutely spectacular. I was just seeing those grandkids, and we had the whole family together in Austin on Christmas Eve, and then we had the whole family at Holly's house on Christmas Day, and it was Norman Rockwell-ish.
Man, you just got to love that. You just have to absolutely love that. And and how about New Year's? Was your New Year's Eve quiet? Our New Year's Eve was quiet.
Very quiet.
Well, it was quiet in the latter half of it. I'll say that. We went and saw Pat Green out in Green Hall at Green Hall in Green,
Beautiful.
And he put on a great show, man. And what a trooper! This guy. He had bad back problems going on. In fact, he turned around and showed the audience the TENS unit that was hooked up to his back. And he sat for the whole show, but he showed up and he gave a great performance, and he was funny just like he always is, and entertaining. And just if you ever get a chance to go see Pat Green, I know that he's kind of gotten a deserved, sometimes bad rap for his drinking before shows. But I will say this, the last two times I've seen him, 100%, the guy is there and doing a great job and having a resurgence, and I'm sure glad to see it because he is good.
Yeah. I've also always wondered what it is like to be so talented or so smart, or it's hard to be sane when you are just so gifted. And anyway, you see that with neurosurgeons, you see that with some actors, you see that with a lot of doctors.
Well, I think that there's, and I can tell you for a fact that there are things that shape a person into certain things, and if you're a creative type, it certainly helps bring it out in you. There's a reason why there's so many depressed comedians, because there's a lot of pain that goes into the comedy that they do, and that's their relief and their release of that anxiety. There's a whole lot that goes into that, and you're right. Unless you've been on the road, unless you've been on stages for a good period of your life, and you don't understand what that's like. It seems like all peaches and cream, but there's a lot of hard stuff between it. And
money for nothing.
I gotta respect the guys that continue to do it and turn it out and make a good living doing it. And Pat's one of those guys. So, how about
599-5555.
Yeah, and then by the way, Debbie and I ended up at home and in bed by 9 o'clock.
That was about right for us too. To be honest, I was tired and worn out by the time New Year's came.
I was too, and thank God Pat Green puts on 2 shows on New Year's Eve. He put on an early show at 6:30. I'm like, yeah, old folks show. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that. I love it, and I never would have understood that as a 20-year-old.
No, I would have said
60-something. I understand that.
What are these crazy people doing going to see music at 6:30 in the evening? It's got to be at least 10 o'clock before you have any good music. I mean, come on. I don't feel that way anymore.
No.
I do not feel that way anymore.
I also understand going to movies early. I understand going to early happy hour type of things. Ooh.
Yeah, that's and then carrying it on until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Not for a long time now. Hey, let's get to those phone lines, 210-599-5555. Let's go to Cheryl. Cheryl, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Good morning.
Good.
Yes, I'm calling regarding a light switch that's connected to the outlets.
Yes.
And in my living room and dining room, I think all of the outlets there are 3 outlets that are connected to the light switch. And also, there are 3 light switches connected to that. And they're not, none of the light switches are turning the lamps on.
Huh. So they're connected to the switches, you know this for a fact, yet when you turn them on and a lamp is plugged into the switch, it doesn't turn on.
That's right. And all 3 switches won't turn it on.
And I know that this is an obvious thing, and I'm not saying it flippantly, but have you checked the bulb?
Yes, I put new bulbs in.
Okay.
What about the breaker?
Have you checked your breaker?
No, I didn't. No, that might be. I might go do that. Find the breaker. Well, that's good. I hope that works because I'm just been mighty confused about it all.
Yeah,
I never thought about the breaker.
And if that doesn't work, chances are good you're going to need to get an electrician out there just to track down the problem. It's not something I would advise you to do personally, but check the breaker. And if your breaker is on and it's not tripping, it's staying set, then I'll be happy to give you the name of a good electrician that can get out there and look at it for you.
Yeah, and there was one other thing you might want to do. It isn't often, but sometimes when in older homes, when they do GFCIs, they actually cover a couple of other areas that aren't normally covered. So you might want to see if there's a GFCI reset button. I had that happen at a house.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. You wouldn't think of a GF.
That is.
A GFI is a ground fault interrupter outlet, and it's the outlets that you have in your kitchen or in your bathroom, usually in wet areas. So if something shorts that out, instead of electrocuting you, it trips the plug itself, so you're protected.
And one plug can handle several.
Correct.
One GFCI can handle several plugs.
There will be a little button on the middle of the plug in between the 2 outlet points, and it'll say test and reset. And if that is tripped, none of those plugs on that circuit will work.
And that's a long shot.
That is a long shot for a living room. That's a long shot.
But I had that happen to a client last week. You know, we were there. Thank God. Otherwise, they would have spent $100 or more on an electrician coming by.
I've been in houses, Mike.
That's what I was fixing to do. Have an electrician come out here because I live by myself, and I've been trying to call this particular person who comes out here. He works on everything, and I can't get a hold of him, and so. I'm sort of glad you told me that, because I sure hate to spend all that kind of money just to.
Yes, if you don't have to, you don't want to. But if you do need to do that, and you don't have a good electrician that you already use, Cheryl, do you use the internet? Do you email?
Yes.
Okay, email me at mbomba, MBOMBA at windowworldtx.com. And I'll be happy to send you the name of a good electrician that will be.
I live over here in the Corpus Christi area.
Oh, you're in Corpus Christi. Okay, I probably have a name of an electrician you can use down there too if you need it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go check that breaker right now.
Fantastic, Cheryl.
That's the situation.
Yeah, hopefully that'll remedy it for you, Cheryl. Thanks so much for listening. We appreciate you being there this morning.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
I can't wait until we're able to talk about some of the stuff Trump is trying to do. But it's another time for a break.
Yep. So let's get to it after the break. Your calls too at 210-599-5555. Let me tell you about my buddy Zip Gist over at Real Solutions Home. For any type of home renovation, full home remodeling, you want to add on some space, you love where you're at, but you don't particularly love the amount of space you have. You need a bigger house. You need a house that's more modern. You want a dream kitchen that's a chef's dream, and you just don't have it right now. He can help you with all of those things at Real Solutions Home. You'll find them online at realsolutionshome.com.
I'm moving over here so I can hear
they
better.
offer military, teacher, and first responder discounts. They have great financing options available to fit your lifestyle and your needs. And of course, estimates are always free. You definitely want to give my friend Zip Gist a call over at Real Solutions Home. His number is 210-862-4995. Let's say you just have an idea about what you'd like to do. Maybe you've jotted it down on paper. It's just up there in your head. And you want to make that dream a reality and bring that dream to life. Well, the way that you do that is you call Real Solutions Home. They can help you from design to complete renovation and complete new build. Call them. RealSolutionsHome.com. Real Solutions Home. 210-862-4995.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever, best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Everybody loves the season of giving. But now the season of paying for it is upon us. That not-so-wonderful time of the year when millions of Americans open their credit card statements, stare in horror at the balance, and resolve then and there to find new ways to save money. If you're among those Americans, why not start by cutting your wireless bill in half right now with Pure Talk's Saver Plan? It's easy. You'll get unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on a super-fast, nationwide 5G network for just $20 a month. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Ho, ho, ho! And if you're active or former military or a first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. That's pound 250. Say Mike Rowe for the gift that keeps on saving from America's wireless company. Pure Talk.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rockin' Home Show, AM 550, FM 1071, KTSA, and, of course, Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you consume the show. We appreciate that very much. I'm Martin Bomba. That's Mike Hermes right over there.
And having a blast. I hope everybody's feeling the same way.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. It's a good day to be alive. Going into the break, of course, we were talking a little bit about some reforms in the housing industry that the Trump administration is putting into effect and trying to affect. And why don't you share some of that with us, Mike, and tell us what's going on?
Well, we've heard a little bit about the other things he was trying to do, which you and I thought was crazy, 40 and 50-year mortgages. I mean,
yeah.
If it's got to be a 40 or 50, I'd rather do an interest only for a short period of time. But this is spectacular. He is actually putting legislation through right now to ban institutional buying. And what do we mean by that, Martin?
That was one of the best things that I heard out of all of that.
You and me both.
And listen, I'm pro-capitalism. I'm pro entrepreneurialism. I'm pro work your butt off and make your way, and good on you for all the success you have if you've done it legally. This is something else, and tell us about it.
Well, first of all, I've been complaining about this ever since I heard about it over a year ago. It was last year, to give an example, Blackstone, which is a hedge fund, and there are many of these out there. They dabbled in the home, the residential, single-family real estate investment. Dabbled.
Now, in the past, these firms, these private equity firms, PEs, they always dealt in high-rises.
High-rises, apartment complexes.
Huge apartment complexes, things of that nature. But single-family homes were not something that they ever delved into until more recently.
Yeah, because they figured it was too much management for a single property.
Right.
Well, they figured out that not only can, in most cases, and they're not interested in a immediate return, they're interested in the long-term return, but they were getting positive cash flow from day one. And then every 15 years in history is shown that the property doubles in value.
Right.
And their little dabble, which I believe was their word when they said they're dabbling in. You know what that dabble was? Do you remember the number?
It's huge. I don't remember the exact number, but I remember.
Yeah, trillion.
It was staggering.
$1 trillion.
Yeah.
Is a dabble. And what does that do? What they're trying to do is they're trying to turn us into everything into a rental society.
A rental state.
Basically, you lease your car, you lease your house. You know, it's almost
you own nothing.
Yes, and it's almost like a communistic situation, but with capitalistic. It scares me to death because where has everybody made their money? Where's grandma, grandpa? You know, if nothing else. And they bought a $50,000 home.
They had their property.
They had their property, and if they were there 30 years, that house was like $250,000, $300,000,
right,
$400,000,
and that may have been their retirement.
Yeah, absolutely, or their estate that they could pass on.
And I'm sure your dad told me the same thing that my dad told me, and I know that some people didn't come up this way and weren't raised this way, but from the earliest time I can remember, my dad said, "Martin, why do you want to pay somebody else's mortgage payment? Why do you want to put money in somebody else's pocket, and at the end you have absolutely nothing to show for it?"
Yep.
So I always thought that renting was a bad thing, and I always treated it that way. Now listen, if you're young, you're starting out in life, you have a young family, there's a great place for rentals. And if you and God bless you if that's what you want to do for your entire life. I know people that are older than me that have been renting their entire lives, never owned a house. That's not me.
Wanted that,
and that's fine. But whenever it becomes almost unattainable to own a house, for most people, that's a different story. And that, to me, erodes the American dream in the worst possible way.
Exactly. That's why I've been up in arms over this for so long. I wish to say I was responsible for this, but obviously not. I believe that it is still everybody's, most everybody, not everybody, most everybody wants to have some dirt.
Yes.
Whether it be a small lot or an acre or 100 acres or a section, whatever it is.
Yeah, and whenever that becomes a dream that's so distant that you can't even possibly imagine it,
that's wrong.
That's wrong, and that's not good. I mean, these are things that you see in other countries, not here. So God bless whomever wanted this and is pushing this. If it's President Trump, great. If it's somebody else, fantastic. Whoever it is, they've got
politics aside.
They've got the right idea.
Yeah, politics aside.
This doesn't have anything to do with politics. I don't care what letter you put behind your voting name, because everyone in this country deserves a chance at the American dream. Everyone.
And what does that do when you buy something? Even if you're financing, you'll always have taxes. And if you're smart, you'll always have insurance. But you will not have increases every year or 6 months or every 2 years, whatever the situation is. You're not going to be in a situation where you're paying off somebody else's note and they get the equity, not only the equity, plus if you reduce it, how many people go into rentals and paint it and upgrade it because they're there a while and everything like that? You're improving their asset, not yours.
That's right.
And in that article that I heard about Trump banning institutionalized buying, he referenced right now, and of course he said from Biden, that we're at record high inflation going into this, which has made it almost extremely difficult or almost impossible for your first-time young buyers to get into a home.
Yeah,
that they own.
Yeah, and listen, don't misunderstand. I think it's still a wonderful thing for individuals to go out and buy property and rent it out.
Absolutely.
I think that that's fantastic. It's a second income stream. It's another way to invest your money into something that historically, as Mike said, has made money for people. I think that is again, that's part of the American dream.
It's a whole different situation.
But that's a different ball game than being an institutional buyer and a huge hedge fund company or a private equity investment firm and buying up and buying up and buying up and
then
hoarding.
They set the market.
And hoarding, basically.
Yes. And they set the market.
Yeah.
They set what the rentals are. They set what you can buy it for, what you can sell it for. There's so much power given when you're doing it. And when I was doing the research on Blackstone, not only were they buying many homes, but they tried to buy homes all in the same area. So they would have control
of that area.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's going to continue unless there is something put into place to help stop it.
And then they'll figure out a way around it and everything like that. But at least if they could stop and they can make it very difficult for these corporations that have unlimited, they don't have deep pockets. They have unlimited pockets. And those returns, they don't do it for altruistic reasons. They do it because it is very profitable, and they're taking away the American dream like you and I've talked about forever.
Well,
and it's wrong.
I don't know how long it's going to take to pass something like this, but get with your representative and tell them you're for it, whomever that is, because this is a good thing for the American home buyer and for the American people, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, I also heard in a separate article him talking. His goal is to get interest rates lowered so people can afford to buy a home again.
That's just a crazy thing to say. Who would say such a crazy thing?
Yeah, he is finally in the position to be able to do that because the Fed chair and the individual Fed reserves across the country that make these decisions are now being appointed by Trump. So he has people in his corner that are going to try and fulfill his agenda to make homes affordable and have interest rates lowered. Well, and now it's a double-edged sword because it gets scary. Interest rates go down, what happens to prices? They go sky high.
They will go up. They will go up, and there is a happy balance in there somewhere. And again, I'm not espousing any particular political group or any political party. I am saying that these are things that I believe are good for the American people.
For everybody.
Period.
Yes.
Everybody.
And when they're doing this, okay, people sit on the fence and they follow patterns. They follow the sheep. And, it's kind of like the stock market. If the stock market goes down, there are a lot of people that have a tendency to panic and they sell when it's low. That is never the right move.
That's a good way to lose money.
That is the only, that's all you're going to do is lose money.
Right.
If you put money into it, into the stock market in particular, consider that money gone and just let it over time continue to go up.
Yep.
Housing market's the exact same way. You may have a couple of years where the market goes down. It has to happen. You have to have corrections.
there's always some uncertainty. But the differences in the situation is, if you live there, what difference does it make?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, we got to take a break. We could talk about this.
I did it again.
We could talk about this for another segment, but we also have callers. Teresa and John, please don't go anywhere. You're going to be coming up next as soon as we get out of the break. And your calls too at 210-599-5555. Give us a call at Window World if you want to improve the beauty, the value, the energy efficiency of your home. These are all things that you can achieve, and we can help you with at Window World. Whether it's our award-winning windows, our beautiful energy-saving siding systems, gorgeous Hardy Plank siding, which, by the way, our paint system comes with a lifetime warranty.
Wow.
From the paint manufacturer. You're not going to find anything to rival it anywhere in the industry. If you want a company that's been doing exterior siding for longer than 99% of the companies have been in business, Window World and Brickstone is the company for you. Family owned and operated, now going into 4 generations and serving Central and South Texas all of those years, from the Hill Country to the Coastal Bend.
Yeah, not only that, but you have the comfort. You have a lifetime warranty. You have the Bombas to back it up. And I can tell you, I've used you on every home we've been in that needed new homes, and thank God for it every day.
Well, Mike, I appreciate the kind words, and listen, there's a reason why more of your friends and family choose Window World than any other home improvement company out there. Call us in San Antonio, Corpus Christi, New Braunfels, and in the new year, we're going to have some new showrooms to come. More to come about that. But get online in San Antonio and the Hill Country. It's windowworldtx.com. In the Coastal Bend area, it's windowworldcc, as in Corpus Christi, windowworldcc.com. Window World, we don't just stand behind our windows, we stand on them.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
For more than 50 years, attorney Joe A. Gomez has helped injured people involved in car and trucking accidents. He's a personal injury lawyer, born and raised right here in San Antonio. Call 210-736-4040 for a free consultation or visit GomezLawFights.com. Always remember, Gomez Law Fights.
Looking for quality flooring? The Flooring Connection outlet, formerly Green Carpet Company, has the same great service, in stock, and free home estimates. 1132 Arion Parkway behind Northside Ford. Different name, same great service. The Flooring Connection.
The Big Boss Gun Show's locked and loaded in New Braunfels this weekend. Buy, sell, or trade shotguns, rifles, handguns, and more. Part for free and register for your chance to win a brand new firearm. It's the Big Boss Gun Show at Columbus Club in New Braunfels this weekend. Don't miss it.
Put the names on the phone so I know what they are.
This right here. This is a call to the ones who don't back down. To the risk takers who defied the warnings. To the ones who lost sleep in pursuit of a dream. To all the nut jobs who mortgaged the house and the crazies who bet the farm to start up a business. We want to be your next partner. Because no matter how far you've come or how much you've grown, there's always the next chapter, the next level. And now, there's the next rodeo. The next rodeo is a creative partner that brings world-class thinking to companies with grit, heart, and hustle. Companies just like yours. The next rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want is one great idea. Get the full story at thenextrodeo.com.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the Rockin' Home Show on AM 550, FM 1071, KTSA, and on Facebook Live. Good to see you guys out there. Mike Hermes, Martin Bomba, and you at 210-599-5555. And we do have callers on the line. Let's get right to them. Teresa, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I have I had a painting by a contractor in this area. I live in Floresville, where it's very sandy.
Yes, ma'am.
It was to put the trim, all the trim, the white trim, the columns of the house. And after he was finished, I noticed there's water coming through. He used a cherry picker that was larger than companies use for the telephone company. It's sandy here, and he lives in the neighborhood, so he knows about sand. And now water is coming out of the foundation and the bricks, and sounds of water in an upstairs bathroom. When you flush a toilet, you hear like gurgling in the pipes. And I'm looking for a contractor or someone that can come x-ray the pipes, or is it scoping the pipes in this house? And I'd like to, get a recommendation of some company that could do this for me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Wright Home Services can help you with that.
It's called Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T.
W-R-I-G-H-T Home Services. Right. And their number is 210 444
444
0000.
0000. Oh, that sounds great. A reputable company. That's wonderful.
Yes,
and we've actually had them on the air. They're very,
and I'm personal friends with one of the owners.
Well, I know if your recommendation is correct, they will do a great job and give me a no-nonsense opinion and what to do, and just do the job and get it over with.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you do a great service to our local community with all the help you give to everyone. And, sometimes your loans, you just don't know where to go. There's so many businesses in the San Antonio area, but you always give good advice to all the listeners. And I know I appreciate it, and other people appreciate it too. And God bless you, and thank you for all the services you do. And hopefully everyone listening has a happy new year.
Teresa, you sound like just the sweetest lady. Thank you so much for those kind words. Thank you.
Kind of old problems. So thank you for what you guys do, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you, Teresa, and that's the reason. That is the reason we do it, right there. That's the reason.
Thank you.
Phone lines are open, 210-599-5555, 210-599-5555. We still have John on the line?
We do.
Okay. Hey, John, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, sir.
I want to go back to the conversation you were having a little bit earlier about this is more about planning and strategy than it is hammers and nails. I've got a big project, which Jim Smith was out here already, and I got some gutters put on my river house. But I'm still waiting on my main house. That's just part of a rainwater capture system.
Sure.
And my property taxes, they've got several ways of increasing your property taxes, and one of them is the evaluation of the property. And what you were talking about with that, was it Blackstone or BlackRock?
Yeah,
Blackstone.
They're driving the property values through the roof.
Yes, they are.
This stuff. And we've got rumblings coming out of the governor's office about getting rid of property taxes. Now, my whole strategy of rainwater capture was to put it below ground so those hungry tax appraisers couldn't see it. Now, I'm on hold. Can we get the politicians to correct some of these situations and let us get about, I'm talking about six figures here.
You are your mouth to God's ears. The only way we're going to get this fixed is to have people hammer the politicians and tell them this is what we need. We absolutely need this Blackstone. Thank God Trump realizes that, as Martin and I said earlier today, not only do they affect the price, they affect everything in that environment. That's why they try and buy areas of homes. And it affects the insurance. It affects the taxes. It affects the rent. It affects the values. And they're doing everything they can to pump it up, pump it up, pump it up, because they don't mind if they lose money. They're not buying it for the initial return, even though they're showing positive cash flow. They're buying it for the long-term investment, and by doing that, how do they get more homes?
There you go.
Oh,
we're up against the top of the hour. Hey, John, thank you so much for that input. We appreciate your call. Let's get yours too at 210-599-5555 when we come back in the next hour right here on the Rockin' Home Show.
Everybody loves the season of giving, but now the season of paying for it is upon us. That not-so-wonderful time of the year when millions of Americans open their credit card statements, stare in horror at the balance, and resolve then and there to find new ways to save money. If you're among those Americans, why not start by cutting your wireless bill in half right now with Pure Talk's Saver Plan? It's easy. You'll get unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on a super-fast, nationwide 5G network for just $20 a month. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Ho, ho, ho! And if you're active or former military or a first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. That's pound 250. Say Mike Rowe for the gift that keeps on saving from America's wireless company. Pure Talk.
KTSA San Antonio, FM 1071, San Antonio's news, talk, traffic, and weather station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Allison Keys. Protests are expected around the nation as demonstrators continue to criticize ICE over the fatal shooting of a woman in Minneapolis and the wounding of 2 people in Portland. CBS's Shar Qureshi with more.
We're in downtown Minneapolis, where police say those protesters vandalized property and threw objects at police. Now, earlier, frustrated residents marched peacefully at the site where that substitute teacher was killed. Ahead of more planned rallies, Minneapolis police have to work to maintain public safety and growing outrage over the killing.
President Trump is trying to talk U.S. oil companies into reinvesting in Venezuela after the arrest of that nation's president. CBS's Willie James Inman.
President Trump promised the U.S. would work with the Venezuelan regime to provide security.
Well, we're going to work with the Venezuelan leaders and people, and we're going to have a very safe group, and they're going to also bring over some security with them.
Experts point out modernizing Venezuela's oil infrastructure would cost an estimated $183 billion and take 15 years.
Now to Iran, where human rights activists say at least 65 protesters have been killed over the last 2 weeks amid a harsh crackdown. CBS's Haley Ott from London.
Iran's leaders shut down the internet on Thursday, sparking fears of a wider government crackdown, despite threats from President Trump.
I tell the Iranian leaders, you better not start shooting because we'll start shooting too.
Luigi Mangione, the man accused in the killing of United Healthcare CEO in 2024, was in court yesterday. CBS's Meg Oliver.
Mangione has pleaded not guilty to federal murder, stalking, and weapons charges. His lawyers are trying to block the Justice Department from seeking the death penalty against him. New York's death penalty was declared unconstitutional in 2004, but the ban applies in state, not federal cases.
Positive news out of California.
The latest U.S. drought monitor says for the first time since December of 2000, not a single square mile of California is dry after last month's big storms. State climatologist Michael Anderson.
We're at about 150% of average on precipitation.
All the state's reservoirs are now at a healthy level, but climatologist Brian Fuchs at the University of Nebraska says the forecast calls for dry weather for a while.
As quickly as we've seen some of these dry situations get tampered down and relieved, it could be developing again.
Michael Wallace Keys, CBS News.
A federal judge has blocked President Trump from enforcing most of his executive order on elections against the vote-by-mail states, Washington and Oregon. The president has been trying to require proof of citizenship to vote, citing concerns over fraud. This is CBS News.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fans of David Bowie have a new must-see destination coming soon.
The Heritage of London Trust says it plans to restore the 19th century cottage that David Bowie lived in as a child to its 1960s decor and open it to the public in late 2027.
Groovy, baby!
Bowie lived in the house in the South London suburb of Bromley from 1955 to 1967, and it's where he evolved from a suburban schoolboy to a genre-bending musician. David Bowie died on January 10, 2016 at age 69. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Football fans better get some comfortable seats for this wild card weekend. The Carolina Panthers are kicking off the postseason, getting into the playoffs for the first time since 2017. They battle the LA Rams at 4:30 Eastern, and the Green Bay Packers take on the Bears at night. Allison Keys, CBS News.
Everyone deserves access to quality health. But for half the world's population, essential health services are out of reach. At AmeriCares, we know access to quality health saves and improves lives. With good health, people can attend school, be productive at work, care for their families, and contribute to strong communities. That's why we envision pathways to health and opportunity for all. We care. It's our call to action. It's in our history. It's in our name, AmeriCares. AmeriCares about disaster survivors, about free medical aid, what doctors need, our communities, our neighbors, our families. AmeriCares about good health, for a better world. Learn more at americares.org/goodhealth. Together, we can build pathways to health. americares.org/goodhealth. Join us.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Rockin' Home Show. Martin Bomber right here. Mike Hermes right there. I don't know what happened. The music just kind of trailed off. What happened, Mike? What'd you do? And your mic's not on.
Is it on now?
There it is. Now it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I don't have control. I moved because the other one I couldn't hear.
No, I know. We take a break and everything falls to pieces.
One thing I wanted to add was that Trump, when he said, and it hits it in a nutshell, people live in homes, not corporations or hedge funds.
Correct. Yeah. And that's a really, really good way to look at it. Yeah. Hey, listen, phone lines are open, 210-599-5555, 210-599-5555. Would love to hear from you, your home improvement questions. Of course, that is what it's all about.
Amen.
You got one? You got a caller?
We have, I believe, it looks like Mike.
Is that right?
Is that right? Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Hey there, Mike. Good morning.
Oh, Claudia. I'm sorry.
Or Claudia.
Claudia.
Mike, Claudia, you know.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, Claudia. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
Back at you.
So my question is, we had 4 windows installed, and it's great installation. Love the windows. My problem is all 4 windows were installed in stone.
Okay.
And east and west side of the home. So they get a lot of sunlight, and all 4 of them, the trim around them is all breaking apart.
Now, is this a masonry trim, or how was it trimmed out?
It is.
It is a masonry trim. Okay.
Yeah, so you can see the side of the windows on the outside.
So
how do we fix that?
Okay, it's on the okay. So they did masonry trim around the exterior perimeter of the windows to the stone, correct?
Correct.
And do you see the separation between the stone and the masonry, or between the window and the masonry?
I feel like it's the window.
That's what it sounded like to me when you were describing it.
Okay. First of all, did Window World install it?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the easy answer.
And they were great.
Thank you very much. Here's the easy answer to that. You don't have to figure it out. Just give us a call. We'll have our service tech come out there and we'll address this.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah. That's the beauty of having a lifetime warranty in a company that stands not only behind it, but on their windows.
Well, Claudia, I've got an idea of what may have happened there. Sometimes either you don't, it depends on what time of year the windows are installed. If it's a super hot time of year, that can affect that. Masonry has to cure over a period of time, and if it cures way too fast, that can happen. But it also could be a couple of other things that we know how to address. So just, give us a call. We're there until 2:00 today. And are you in San Antonio?
We're outside San Antonio in Adkins.
Oh, sure. Just call our San Antonio office, and we will certainly be happy to set up a service for you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Claudia. Thanks for calling. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's the good and the bad about a masonry trim. Is a lot of companies, when they go in against stone, they'll go in and they'll caulk it, and it just doesn't look good.
Right.
It doesn't look great. You can also do other things, but the way that we found looks best and looks most natural, like the window was built in place, is a masonry trim, which is by far the best looking of the bunch. But there are certain things that can happen with that we have to address from time to time, and that's one of them.
And that's where something like Brickstone can come in and be really, really nice.
Oh yeah, for sure. But this is it's not a common thing that happens, but it does happen. And and it's kind of that: do we caulk it and not worry about this ever happening, or do we do something that looks much more attractive? And occasionally we have to do a little touch up, and that's what we choose to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things I thought we can go to and change the subject just a little bit, you sent an incredible article to me about people doing what type of upgrades they're planning on doing for 2026.
Yeah, it's always fun at the beginning of the year, toward the end of the previous year, at the beginning of the following year. Different magazines, and this one happens to be from Southern Living, but different.
Great place.
Oh yeah, Southern Living has some great stuff. I mean, good food stuff, good home stuff, everything. But every year, Qualified Remodeler, Remodeling Magazine, and magazines like that, they all come up with different things to look for in the upcoming year. And maybe it's building trends, maybe it's food trends, this one happens to be renovation trends that you can look for in 2026, and that people will be doing. And listen, this is not to say that if yours is not this, that it's outdated or it's wrong.
Absolutely not. This is a new trend.
Yeah, but there are some home trends now that are whether it's the interior or the exterior, these things that they're looking for seem more elevated and more intentional, and
intentional is a perfect word.
Intentional
is a perfect description.
That's a great word, right?
Yes.
But it's these are things that if you've not renovated your home in a long time, or you're looking to renovate your home, these are some things that you may want to look at doing or addressing when you're doing those.
Yeah, there are nothing else ideas for the future.
Absolutely. The first one, I'm going to let you address the first one, but I love this one, and we've been seeing it more and more. It used to be that if you had a closet, and California closets is probably
great example.
Right,
Yes.
they're probably the most well known, right?
Yes.
Of the closet renovators, and back 15 years ago, if you had California closets out to your house, you're rich.
And hip.
And hip, and not everybody can. Well, they become more affordable, and
they were crazy expensive.
Oh God, wow, they were through the roof expensive. But now they've become a little more affordable, and I've seen personally, that trend kind of moving forward in a whole lot more houses from all different kinds of income levels.
Absolutely, you don't have to be $1 million house to do this, and like you said, what always brings down the price? Competition.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the whole market to start. Now there's competition, and now it's almost reasonable.
It really is. And if you've never seen a closet like this, or you've never had a closet like this, they really are functional. They're really gorgeous. And I'll let you talk a little bit about it. You've got the article in front of you there.
Okay. And the first one was elevated closets. And when they were talking about the closet, they weren't just talking about, they were talking about the whole house. So... And the cool thing I thought about this was, if you have a well-designed storage, it gives you a sense of luxury.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yes.
Without a doubt. And if you're somebody like me, I like things in order. I like things in place. I like a neat house. I like a presentable house. I don't want to have to be one of those people that, somebody's coming over, I got to spend the next 2 hours undoing everything that we've done bad in the last week,
creating piles elsewhere.
Right? Yeah, and or just moving one piece of junk to another piece of no, that's not me. I don't like that. But having an organized closet, it just feels better. I joke with people that driving a clean car feels better. And to me, it does.
That's a perfect example. Yes. You go into your closet and where whatever you want is. And they were also talking about not only the closet, but they were talking about drawers. They were talking about pantries. They were talking about utility rooms. And if you go in and you see what you want, because it was intentionally put there.
Yep, absolutely. And just know that it's not as unattainable and unreachable as it used to be for most people. Now it's something that can actually be affordable. You don't have to go crazy and build an opulent closet that 5 people could use. But certainly that's one of the things to look for is elevated closets in 2026. And we've got more to address as well, more cool stuff to talk about. But let's get back to the phone lines. Who we have, Mike?
We got Richard. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Good morning, Richard.
Good morning. How are y'all today?
Fantastic. How are you doing?
Pretty good. So I built a building. It's basically to kind of live in on a piece of property, just temporarily. And it's got 7-foot ceilings in it. The floor, ceiling, and walls are all insulated with R13 insulation. And I put a 6,000 BTU window unit in it. And even with the mild warm weather we've had in the past couple of weeks, it struggles to keep it cool. And the other day, we were messing around with it a little bit, and I pulled the little attic access out, and it was cooler in the attic than it was in the living area.
Wow.
Somebody suggested that maybe I've made basically an ice chest, and the heat coming in through the little windows, it has no way to get out, and to maybe put a vent in the ceiling to let the warm air out of the little room. Any thoughts on that?
I've never heard of that's a new one to me. Is ventilating your conditioned space, but I mean not like that anyway. You have to have some kind of an air exchange, but not like that.
Is the 6,000 BTU working properly? Can you feel cold coming out?
Yes, it's brand new.
I guess I should ask, how many square feet is this room?
96 square feet with a 7-foot ceiling.
Oh, so it's tiny. Tiny.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is 6,000 should be no problem.
10 by 9 you're talking
about.
Yeah,
that should never be. That 6,000 BTU should be just fine for that.
I was wondering if it doesn't have the ability to get it's blowing cool air in, but it doesn't have the ability to get the warm air out. That's kind of what I was wondering.
Well, once you
like
cool,
pressurized in a room, possibly.
Once you you cool down and you bring down the ambient temperature of the room, that shouldn't be an issue.
Exactly.
You know, mostly it's fresh air exchange that you're worrying about, and yes, it does do that.
Do you have a ceiling fan? I know that's a low ceiling.
But you can put a ceiling hugger in there.
I actually have a oscillating fan that's mounted in the corner.
So you've got a wall-mounted oscillating fan, which is even better. Man, and you say you've got R13 in the walls?
Walls, ceiling, and floor.
Metal building?
No, it's got it's that wood siding. It's a little over a half-inch thick with the grooves in it.
T111, yeah. Is it a light color that you've painted it?
It's like a chocolate brown.
There's part of your problem. A chocolate brown is going to absorb heat like crazy. Anything that's in the dark brown, black, dark charcoal, any darker color like that is absorptive of heat, and that could be part of it. I bet you have. What do you have on the roof?
Tin roof.
Well, there you go. You've got a galvanized tin roof that's reflecting heat, and you've got walls in your room that are absorbing heat. So that could be your problem. Have you thought about maybe painting it a lighter color to help reflect the heat?
I guess I could. I mean, I kind of made it where it blend into the scenery because it's going to double as a place to live when I go out there and work on my property, and a deer blind.
Oh, okay.
It's got 3,000 watts of solar in it too, by the way.
Okay. That sounds like a great place to go when you're in the doghouse, man. It sounds like a really great place to go.
It's a lot of fun. It's in my driveway right now. We're getting ready to haul it out of here the next couple weekends. It's just kind of cool just to go hang out there and watch TV.
Heck yeah. The only thing that I can think of from what you've described to me, does it have good efficient windows in it, or are they single pane?
They're single pane deer blind windows.
Okay, well there we go. Okay, so
because it's set up to be a deer blind.
It's set up to be a deer blind
through there.
Yeah,
that's where it is.
That's where you got. So you've got basically magnifying glasses in those windows. So when direct sunlight is hitting that, it's just coming through like crazy. That's the radiant heat. And then you've got the conductive heat because of the darkness of the siding that's penetrating. So yeah, that all makes sense now. If you would have put in insulated windows, or would put in insulated windows that have a low E coating on them, and lightened up the siding, I think you're going to see a world of difference in the temperature of that room.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to paint it then.
Two of the windows, it has 4 windows in it. Right now, 2 are facing west, and one's facing north, one facing south. When I take it out there where it's going to be, the windows will be facing east. But one of the windows, 2 of them are tinted like a bronze colored, and those windows get hot, but the other ones don't. Is it just because the heat's coming through the glass and I can't tell?
Oh yeah, the heat's definitely coming through the glass, and just because you have a tint does not mean. And do you mean the frame itself is bronze, or the glass is bronze?
Both.
You've just because you have a bronze tint doesn't mean it's stopping any kind of heat. It's just giving you a darker look. Yeah, if you can, I would switch out those windows to a low E window. If it was just a deer blind, I'd say, hey, you're good. You can live with it. But if you're planning on staying in there and using it as a living area, I would put in a more efficient window, and I would lighten up the color. Even if you want to do it in kind of a lighter tan green camouflage, if you want to, but just something that's lighter that doesn't absorb the heat like that.
Yeah, and as Martin is saying, this is at 80 degrees to 60 degrees. Imagine when it gets to 30 or 40 or 105 or 110.
Oh God, yeah,
Exactly.
that's going to be horrible. Yeah, you don't want that.
So the glass is easily changeable. It's designed to be worked on in a field, so you don't have to call a glass guy out to the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
If I was to come to Window World, can y'all get me just paint of glass?
It's possible.
The low E coating on it?
It's possible, but it would be so much easier just to replace the entire frame and everything.
Because if you just put in the glass, you're not going to have the...
Well, the frames are not going to accommodate insulated glass. They're made to accommodate single pane glass. So that's the problem.
Yeah, but they're also, you're not going to have any of the energy gas in between.
No, if you had insulated glass, you would still have the argon gas in between, but it wouldn't work because your frames are not made to accommodate that thickness of a frame. So the short answer is either you're going to have to crank that AC down and live with it, or you're going to have to do some things to improve the efficiency of the building.
Okay. Well, I guess that kind of gives me my direction, because I was like, there's just no way this 6,000 BTU can't cool this.
It shouldn't be. No, it shouldn't be at all. And I mean, you got to look at what's going to be least expensive. Would it be less expensive to put in a mini split? It's going to cost you probably around $3,000 to put in a mini split, or would it be less expensive to repaint it and put in some more efficient windows? I don't know.
Right. So. All right. Well, I will explore those options, because like it's built for the long haul. So I put a little money into this and thought. So if I do a mini split, I guess I'd do a mini split.
Well, those are at least some options for you. Hey, we are so far past the break.
Yeah, but if you do a mini split, you're still going to have the heat and the AC, coming in and out very, very, at a high rate.
Okay.
Well,
gentlemen, I appreciate y'all's time today.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you calling this morning. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a fun place to be.
I was about to say, what a deer blind.
Sounds like I never had a deer blind like that. We won't even talk about the deer blinds that I had. They were nothing.
Oh my God, yes, they were. You know what they were?
They were a box.
They were bee nests.
They were a housing addition for Yellow Jackets. That's what they were.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's talk about Right Home Services, shall we? Haven't talked about Right for a while, but it's good to have them back on the show. This is a fantastic company. When you look at the best in HVAC service for San Antonio, they've been doing this for over 4 decades. 4 decades. They are rated 4.9 based on a bunch of reviews. This says 700. I'm sure it's much more than that now. And, of course, they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to worry about pushy sales tactics. You don't have to worry about somebody that's just trying to sell you something. They're going to take a look at what your issue is. They're going to recommend what you need, not what's best for them, but what's best for you, and then tell you how to make it happen. They are definitely the cooling pros for our San Antonio weather, and you want to call them for all of your HVAC needs. It's Right Home Services. Their number, of course, is 210-444-0000. There you go. 210-444-0000. And I had to get all those O's in there. And check them out online at rightac.com.
Hi, this is Bob Webster from my friends at Wild Birch Unlimited. I love talking about Wild Birch Unlimited because I'm an outdoor guy. I love not just bird watching, but I love having a beautiful yard. And Wild Birch Unlimited is more than just a bird store. Yes, they've got the very best in birding equipment, the best feeders, most with a lifetime guarantee, hummingbird feeders with built-in ant stoppers, and they offer the best in feed as well. Birds need different seed mixes at different times of year. Wild Birch Unlimited understands that, and what they have for you is all always going to be what the birds need. But they're more than just a bird store. They're wonderful gift stores as well. Oh, they carry fountains, they carry pots. They're wonderful places to visit. The original is in San Antonio near the corner of Northwest Military and Hebner. Their newer store is out on the north end of Bernie, just north of where the main part of downtown is. And remember, there's also a Wild Birds Unlimited store in Kerrville. Great places to shop. Wild Birds Unlimited. Hi, this is Bob Webster from my friends at Medina Agriculture. You know, a lot of people don't think about fertilizing.
Edwin, do we want to just combine the 15 and the 30 right now, or are we just going to take a short thing and then get back into another break?
I mean, as Omri said,
how many spots do we have in this break?
Organic fits into any organic program, and it's great for everything in your landscape. I use it in my vegetable garden all the time, but grass.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be so many spots that it's
going to make your
it's annoying.
Cold-hardy. They're going to take the cold temperatures, whatever we get better, and they're going to get off to a stronger start.
Let's go ahead and just do this break as a standalone break, and then we'll do the 30 at about 35 or so.
Green fertilizer,
okay.
Totally organic, doesn't burn, and it's just good for everything that grows. Might want to use a little bit of Medina's soil activator as well, just for the very best results. For over 50 years now, it's been Medina Agriculture.
The Big Boss Gun Show is locked and loaded in New Braunfels this weekend. Buy, sell, or trade shotguns, rifles, handguns, and more. Part for free and register for your chance to win a brand new firearm. It's the Big Boss Gun Show at Columbus Club in New Braunfels this weekend. Don't miss it.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
I feel the pain you place inside. Lock me up inside your dirty cage. Well, I'm alone inside my mind. I like to teach you all the rules. I get to see them set in stone. I like it when you chain me to the bed.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the Rockin' Home Show. So glad to have you with us. So glad to have you with us on this beautiful Saturday morning. Martin Bomba and Mike Hermes, and you at 210-599-5555. 210-599-5555. You got anybody on the line? Yes, we do. You there, Mike? Hello, Mike.
Hey.
There you are. Let's get Tim on the line. Tim, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Yes, good morning. I've got a question for you guys. I've called you before to ask for some advice on a contractor down in Corpus.
Okay.
With some very good luck. So I'm looking to do the same. We are remodeling our bathroom, and we want to remove a jetted tub. It's about 5x5.
Okay.
And we want to install a tile walk-in shower. Can you recommend anybody down there who can do that?
I can, and I'm going to do this with one caveat. I know that he is planning on retiring, but he has done a lot of work for me. In fact, he just got finished remodeling a house on the island for me, and he does outstanding work. And I recommend him highly. Now, if he can't do it or is doing something else, just ask him for a referral, and maybe he's got somebody that he can refer to you. But he's a good guy. If you'll drop me an email, I'll be happy to respond to you and get all that information to you.
Okay, that sounds great, because that's where we are. We're on the island there.
Well, we'll find somebody for you, I guarantee you. But if you can get Kevin, he's the guy that I'd recommend.
All right, I'll send an email to you.
All right.
Yeah, mbamba at windowworldsa.com.
So where are you at on the island?
We're off of Aquarius and Skysail.
Okay, yeah, I know where you're at. We're over off of Realis and Pacetta.
Okay, all right.
Down towards the marina.
Okay. Well, they're putting in a lot of houses in there, aren't they?
Man, I'll tell you what. You not have to talk. We'll have to talk offline about the one that they're building there at the entry on Whitecap, because I've got my questions about that one.
Oh wow! Wow.
But hey, man, yeah, just drop me a line and I'll get that info to you.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you.
When I had a place down there, it was all lots. Yeah, we were on Primavera.
Isn't that crazy?
All lots.
Isn't that crazy? And it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
I know.
But there's lots of houses down there now. Plenty of houses down there.
So Jason?
Yep, Jason, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. I live out near Bernie. Any recommendations of a good floor company installs flooring?
Heck yeah. Got a couple for you, but the one that I would call first is Green Flooring Solutions.
They changed their name.
Yeah, it's Flooring Solutions now, right?
Flooring Solutions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jeff Lavender is the owner of that company. They're a great company. They've been around forever, and they have done a lot of work for me. Highly recommend.
They've done a lot of work for me too, and they've always, been very good, and they have all different budgets.
So yeah, now it's the Flooring Connection.
Flooring Connection. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
And best of luck to you. If you need anything else, always give us a call. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. 210-599-5555 is the number. 210-599-5555 is the number. I know we just took a break, but we got to get another one in there, and we'll get back to your calls at 210-599. We missed the whole break, I know. 210-599-5555. We got to talking about this condo hunting blind, and I was just deep into it. So.
Yep. And Stephen will be next when we come back.
Excellent.
I can't tell who's second yet.
Okay, but we got Stephen up next, so hang around. We're going to be right back. Apple Pest Control. What a great company this is. You give them a call, they come out, they take a look at what your needs are, and they offer you what you need. Nothing more. They answer the phone on Saturdays, so if you call them today, yep, they'll do that. They'll be happy to talk to you, and they'll even give you a quote right over the phone. They're extremely transparent in what they do and extremely thorough in what they do. We don't have to worry at our house about any kind of pests, ants, roaches, fleas, none of it. None of it. And they also do a great job of treating our yard and fertilizing our yard. So year in, year out, we know we've got a healthy lawn. They take care of all of this for us. And they're family owned and operated since 1984 by the Goodson family, and they're still there to serve you today. They have uniform, insured, certified technicians that are going to treat you right and do what's right for you. Give them a call today. 210-695-8946. 210-695-8946. No long-term contracts to sign, no hidden charges, just great service from a great family-owned company. And be sure to ask them about organic insecticides, too. If that's important to you and your family, be sure to ask them for that. Their number, again, is 210-695-8946. And if you mention my name, Martin Bamba, you're going to get $25 off your first initial service. Check them out online at applepestcontrol.com.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
How many of you remember the Buttercrust Bakery on Broadway? We took field trips there from Carroll Bell Elementary and learned about assembly line production. Everyone there had a different job with a common goal. Robin Hopp is here with Big State Financial. There are 3 financial stages similar to that assembly line: accumulation, preservation, and distribution. We will help you with a retirement income plan that you can never outlive. Call me, 210-373-6000, or go to my website, bigstatefinancial.com.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It is the Rockin' Home Show. So glad to have you along for this beautiful Saturday morning ride that we do every Saturday. Martin Bamba and Mike Hermes are here to answer your questions, your home improvement questions, and you guys are calling today. We appreciate that. 210-599-5555.
It's nice to be live again, right?
It's nice to be loved.
Yeah.
It is.
And we have Pat second and Stephen first.
Well, then let's get to Stephen. Stephen, good morning. Welcome.
Morning, Martin. How are you?
Outstanding, sir. Happy New Year to you. How can we? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to hear from you.
Next door to our windows. We have a big 16 by 30 deck they built on the back of the house. We had our house remodeled about 10 years ago. But we were putting some fish on here a couple of weeks ago. Somebody left the grease on overnight, and the big gust of wind blew it over and just stained the deck. Is there a way of getting that grease spots out of the yellowwood decking?
Grease spots are tough.
Yeah, they are.
They are tough. Gosh. What I would recommend trying is going to an auto parts store, and there are grease absorptive granules that you can get. Put those on there and see if it'll pull some of that grease out of it.
Yeah, it's soaked into the wood. Now, we had it all sealed and stained.
Oh, man.
After we built it.
You're going to have a real hard time doing that. How many boards got the grease on them?
I don't really know. It's a 16 by 30 deck on the back of the house.
If it's not too large of an area, your best bet might be to just replace those boards, honestly.
Yeah. But they just put a standing seam roof over the whole deck and everything, so it'd be really hard to replace those.
Well,
I don't know if we could just paint them.
Yeah, painting certainly would work. You just got to put a really good exterior primer on it before you do it, and make sure that you do at least 2 to 3 coats.
Yeah.
And
just thinking hoping there's some way of getting the grease out of the wood by bleaching it or something. I thought somebody didn't think bleaching the wood would really work. It's old yellow wood.
Well, unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do whenever it's soaked into the grain of the wood. It's almost impossible to get that out. But yeah, I think that probably priming and painting is going to be your best option here.
Probably last longest too, because we sealed it and stained it about 8 or 9 years ago when we had the deck built back there.
Well, yeah, I hate to have to tell somebody there's nothing you can do about it, but on this one, it's probably the case. So
I would just check to see if you can replace those boards any way possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Stephen, thanks.
You've helped us a whole lot building our B&B and everything. It stays busy here lately all the time now.
One of these days, we're going to have to come stay with you, Stephen.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, sir. Have a great day. And enjoy that beautiful hill country air up there in Fredericksburg. What a great place.
It's chilly today.
Oh, awesome. Well, listen, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Stephen. 210-599-5555 is the number, 210-599-5555. Let's get to Pat. Pat, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I need some advice. I need to hire someone to do some minor repairs and things at my house. And I'm just really hesitant. There's so many people with business cards saying they're a handyman that can do everything. And I want to know what to look for a reputable person.
References are a big one. References are a huge thing for me, is, talking to people who they have done work for and getting their honest opinion of what that work was like. Time in the business. If somebody just started doing this a few years ago or a couple of months ago, it doesn't mean that they're not competent. It just means that they're not proven yet, and that I would be, hesitant to hire them without some real assurance.
I also would look up online everywhere that I could to find out what type of ratings he's received or they've received.
Yes, and I would encourage you. To do this. This is the thing about reviews. If you look at reviews and there's nothing but positive reviews, and I mean nothing but positive reviews, I would be very, very skeptical. That is such a rarity in any business, but in the home improvement business and the remodeling business, it's almost it is unheard of. There's no such thing as somebody who's been in business for more than a few months that hasn't had some kind of a challenge in an installation or a remodeling project.
Because everybody has a challenge, and the difference between a good handyman and a great handyman or a bad handyman is how they handle those challenges.
And when you say what kind of work do you have that needs to be done? Is it something that's specialized, or is it more of I've got a bunch of little projects around that I need to have handled?
Well, for one thing, I have a storage building that has on the underside of it, the beams, the frame, I guess it is. One of the beams has gotten rotten spots on it, and I need that thing replaced.
Okay.
You know, I have painting and I need sheetrock repairs, not repairs for holes, but like the taping is coming loose and that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm going to tell you the first person I would call is he's my friend Zip Gist over at Real Solutions Home, and if he can't help you with this, I bet he can find somebody who can.
Okay.
And his number is 210-862-4995.
Okay,
210-862-4995.
Oops. 4995. Okay.
Good luck, Pat, and thank you for
Pat,
calling.
thank you so much for calling. Wish you the best on that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Have a great weekend.
Martin, what do you think of things like Angie's List and things along those lines? Nope.
Not a fan.
Okay.
Not a fan in any way, shape, or form, if I'm being honest.
That's what I want to hear. Because that's,
if you want to
handyman, I had the best handyman for 15, 20 years. I recommended him all the time, went through a divorce, started drinking, and became very unreliable. And I've been looking for one ever since.
But what about your handyman?
It's not me. Let's go to Clint.
Clint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know Clint. He came by over at...
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
Clint.
Good morning, Clint.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Awesome, man. How you doing?
Oh, living the dream. I got an old wooden door on a rental that probably has about 15 to 20 coats of paint. Do you know anybody in town I can take that to where they can sandblast or otherwise do all that stripping, save me the time and hassle?
Oh, I off the top of my head, I do not. But I would Google sandblasting services, and that is absolutely what I would do. Take it to a sandblasting service. And I guarantee you there's some around town because and what is it that you're refinishing again? Tell me.
It's a front door. Wooden door.
It's a wooden door. Okay, yeah, you don't want to sandblast that. Yes, there is a refinishing company in San Antonio that they specialize in nothing but refinishing doors. And I've had them refinish a door for me too. I am struggling at the moment to remember their name, but I will try to look it up and get that for you if you'll drop me an email.
I sure will.
And I mean, they'll come out to your house, and usually it takes them about a day, and they did a beautiful job for me.
Okay, sounds good.
Good hearing your voice, my friend.
And Mr. Hermes, if it's okay, I believe I still got your number. I'd like to shoot you a text. I can have a couple recommendations for you later on throughout the week, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. My cell's 210, because I can't take the text on the 341-1400 number, 210-279-4447.
One more time, please.
210-279-4447.
4447.
Thanks, Clint.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you calling this morning. Okay,
When we come back,
let's
Frank will be there.
Frank will be there. We're going to get one break out of the way and get to Frank as soon as we come back. Very quickly, want to tell you about Window World and Brickstone. Give us a call in San Antonio, Corpus Christi, the Hill Country, the entire Coastal Bend. We are there to help you with all of your exterior remodeling needs. Beautiful hardy plank siding in every type of style that you can imagine, every color under the rainbow, and our installations and our paint comes with a warranty that's unmatched in the industry. Lots of people throw a party plank. There are not many people that will put a lifetime warranty on the finish, and we do. Through our paint manufacturer, they offer a full lifetime warranty on the paint, and we do everything possible to make sure that you have the most beautiful job that you've ever seen in your entire life. So if you're looking for beautiful new hardy plank siding, if you are looking for gorgeous insulated replacement windows from our flagship 4000 series all the way to our beautiful architectural series by Windsor, insulated siding, patio covers, seamless gutters and gutter protection, and so much more, go by our showrooms. We have some beautiful showrooms, one in San Antonio, one in New Braunfels, one in Corpus Christi. San Antonio open today until 2. Corpus Christi and New Braunfels open Monday through Friday. Come by and see us. Look at all of the different great options that we have, and let us design the home of your dreams for you.
And if you have any questions about Window World, listen to the show again. How he responded when somebody had an issue with one of their windows and they were asking what to do. His response was, call us and we'll come out there and we'll handle it. We'll give you great ideas.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. And we appreciate our wonderful customers. Give us a call at Window World. Window World, improving homes, changing lives.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store and online. And now, the more you buy, the more you save on beds, bases, and more. Limited time. For JD Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The Big Boss Gun Show is locked and loaded in New Braunfels this weekend. Buy, sell, or trade shotguns, rifles, handguns, and more. Part for free and register for your chance to win a brand new firearm. It's the Big Boss Gun Show at Columbus Club in New Braunfels this weekend. Don't miss it.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA.
Make a true chick a prune in the world we own. Got a beat, got a heat on the phone. He's straight over once the lassie starts. What's going on? Let's come down.
I have no idea if my son Dylan is watching or listening to the show right now, but this was his musical suggestion, and it's a good one. It's good. Let it play a little bit, Evan. So, for those of y'all who are not familiar with Peacemaker, the series, if you haven't seen it, it's incredibly violent. But it's also incredibly funny and weird and interesting, and John Cena is the star of it. And anyway, that is the theme song for that for that series. And
well, you'd want to talk about getting pumped up.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I'm ready. We got 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me start the 3 o'clock hour right now. I'm ready to go.
Let's get to Frank. Frank, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
I've been wondering, and I'm hoping that you're the right person to ask. I've been wanting to do my kitchen countertop. It has a regular, laminate, I guess, when I bought it 21 years ago.
Okay.
I wanted to hold on the granite. I wasn't sure at that time. I said, well, it'll add more to my price, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, now I think I want to do it. Should I do granite? Any other stone you recommend, or that's not as expensive, or is granite all the same?
Granite and quartz are the two most popular, and quartz has kind of overtaken granite over the last few years for a couple of reasons.
Absolutely.
Love quartz.
It's not porous.
It's not porous. It doesn't have to be sealed every 6 months to a year. It doesn't absorb grease and oil if it's not sealed, because it doesn't need to be sealed. It's a closed pore substance, and quartz comes in a ton of different styles.
And prices.
And prices, same as granite. I mean, you've got different levels. You got level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 granite, and the price goes up accordingly, depending on how rare it is and how beautiful it is. Quartz is very similar to that, and price-wise, you're not looking at a big difference in price from quartz to granite. In fact, in many instances, quartz could be a little less expensive than traditional granite. So,
light quartz is what's hot right now.
It is, yeah.
If I wanted to sell the house later, maybe 5-10 years, which I probably will, would that be something that people like better, or instead of the granite? What do you think for resale it?
Unless something drastically changes, quartz is going to be with us for a long time. Quartz is, I mean, until the next really killer thing comes up. But I don't think that quartz is going to. Quartz isn't going anywhere. I don't think that granite's going to come back and overtake it. I believe that quartz would be your best investment.
And I will tell you point blank, I have had many, many, many clients, even before they get ready to put on the market, change from dark granite to light quartz.
Yep.
Because granite can stain, yes, like a light, bright.
Wow, that's a good suggestion. Yes. Okay.
Yes, it makes it much more luxurious.
Okay, and it won't stain as bad, right? The quartz, if it's a light color, right?
It's not porous, so technically it's not supposed. Being not porous means it won't absorb stains.
Right.
Correct.
All right. That makes sense. Now, real quick, also, now do I have to get a under sink from under? I mean, with glue? Is that, or they told me, well, with granite you might have to change your sink, which is an old one, and I would like to buy a new one. Does it go underneath the quartz stand, and does it affect the garbage disposal by any chance?
Not at all.
No, not at all. There are actually clips and clamps that you use for that, and any good granite company, any good granite quartz company is going to know exactly what you need and be able to offer that for you.
Okay. Now, can you recommend somebody? That's my last question.
Do you have a good company that you use right now?
Not right now, but we can have it for you this week.
Yeah, I can try to research it for you. The one that I used to use is no longer in business in New Braunfels. There are several really good ones out there.
Definitely.
Let me do some research on that. For quartz.
We would definitely give you recommendations that would be better than going to a big box store.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I appreciate that.
Frank, thank you so much.
I was wondering, you don't see too many.
Yeah.
You don't see too many advertisements on that. I mean, nowhere.
You don't, but
it's going to cost me.
But it is a big business, and it's important that you get the right company. So do some research on your own, and then we'll do some for you as well. Okay?
Yeah, and you can call me at 210-341-1400.
Okay.
And if you give me till Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll have a recommendation for you.
Frank, thank you so much.
Your name?
Mike Hermes.
Mike and Hermes. Okay.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you.
Appreciate that a lot.
Mike, great time for you to give out your contact information.
Absolutely. If we can help you buy or sell, or if you just need questions, whatever the situation is, you want a game plan, Holly and I would love to help you. As a matter of fact, you can listen to us later today from 3 to 4 on this beautiful station, 210-341-1400, or email HOLLY, Holly, at MikeHarmonies.com, or Mike at MikeHarmonies.com. The reason I give you Holly's first is she's quicker.
And for me, you can drop me an email at mbomba, that's MBOMBA, at windowworldtx.com. Always the best place to reach me. I will do my very best to get back to you within 48, 72 hours, if at all possible. Also, want you to remember that the new BombaCast is going to be coming to YouTube in about 3 or 4 weeks. We're lining up we're lining up our guests as we speak. We are building out our studio as we speak, and man, I am so excited about this next iteration of being able to reach people and talk to people, and these interviews are going to be fantastic.
I can't wait to hear.
So be looking for it. It's the BombaCast coming soon to YouTube, and we should have all of our pages up in about a week and a half. So
and speaking of that, I can't wait till we start broadcasting from your studio and people can come see us.
Heck yeah, man. That'll be fun. Very different, but fun. Hey, listen, thanks so much for joining us this week on the KTSA Home Improvement Show, the Rockin' Home Show. We appreciate you being there. Go out and have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Go out, spread some kindness. Spread some kindness. Make the world a better place. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you next week.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized.